So, ma'am, when have you started your English journey?
Yeah, actually, I have been started my English journey. It's been 1 year, sir. It's been 1 year I have completed,
Okay,
but not
ma'am.
consistent. According to my speaking, actually, I'm not consistent because being a homemaker, I have lot of work pressures in my home. So that's the reason. Sometimes I quite left, my practice a few months back. Yeah,
Hmm.
2 months back actually I was left my practice because due to my health problem. And yeah, yesterday I told you actually again I start my practice for enhancing my English communication skill.
Yes, ma'am. I can understand because having kids responsibility is very tough to learn anything. Right.
Yeah,
Many of time your kids start bothering you. Mama, I want to do this. I want to do that. Right. So you
yeah.
often get yourself too much engaged.
Yes, always. Actually, according to me, I face many challenges while talking to my co-learners because I have small daughters, two young daughters. So while talking to other person, they start to stubborn with me always. Mama, I want to talk. Why you are talking? Okay, can you give me phone? Can I talk? Okay, this type of argument. She always annoying me. So at that time, I disconnected call.
Yeah, yeah. It happens with many times with me as well. No issue. I can understand, ma'am.
Before going
And
to
I
the
really appreciate you.
Yeah, before going to the conversation, I would like to love your introduction also.
Oh, sure, ma'am. Sure. My name Chandan Lahiri, and I live in Bihar state. And I'm a teacher by profession. And nowadays, I'm talking to new people and sharing my personal experience, what I invented in my initial days in order to learn English. So these are experiences I'm sharing around the learner nowadays. And
Mm-hmm.
if I discuss about my hobbies, so I like to travel different places because this is also very important to aware a lot of things. So these are things this is I do, and this is a part of my hobbies. So yeah, that's all about me, man.
Okay, so you are telling me about your hobby. You are a traveling person. So how this type of thought in your mind?
Actually, ma'am, I'm very curious person to get to know about so many things about different places, different culture, different traditions. Okay, different living standard of the life, so many things. So
Hmm.
that's the reason I took decision. If I could, travel different places, so it would be very convenient for me to aware a lot of things and having too much knowledge and having knowledge that is mean you are always very confident towards anything. So
Hmm.
that's the why I got this idea, traveling.
Okay. You like to traveling it too. Okay, that's good. Okay, so you are a teacher.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, in which standard you are teaching? Like high school or primary school?
Primary school up to 5 class only.
Okay, you are teaching to primary student. Okay, can I ask you related to English question, like related to teachers?
Yeah, yeah, please, ma'am. Go ahead.
I would like to ask you one question. How many student in your school?
Okay, how many students? So, ma'am, I think it is minimum. I think 100 plus.
Okay, 100 plus. Okay, it's good. I think. Okay, how many teacher are there?
I think 5 to 6 teachers are there according to their syllabus. And I have taken English subject. This is my syllabus, and I often teach this subject to my all students.
Okay, you are teaching in English professionally. You know,
Yes.
primary student. No, who those are working in professionally in primary sector, they don't have specific subject. I think they can teach all subject.
Yeah, yeah, you can say. After having the absence of teacher, I always take a place of them and I teach all the subject accordingly of that time.
Yeah, actually, earlier I was teacher in private school. Before married, I was teacher. So I know little bit about that, and I have 1 year experience in the private school. So
Wow.
I face lot of problem while teaching the student. So I will be ask you related to facing problem. Okay, while can I ask?
Yeah, ma'am, sure.
Okay. So when you are teaching in your subject, English subject, while teaching the student, okay, If you are reading something in your syllabus, if they are not listen to you attentively, so how you will be make understand to him?
Hmm. Yeah, it happens with me many times. So whenever I notice, first I notice which children are doing such an activity, who doesn't attentively listening my thought, my syllabus. So I just bring that child to near to me, and I just explain first. Okay, listen to me. It's This is your syllabus, and if you do not learn quickly and right way, so you would be fail. And
Mm,
after that, you would be beaten by your parent,
mm,
and you would be you just lagging behind all these students. So
mm.
these are things I explain them, okay, in my native language. And
Okay.
most of the kids, belong to I mean poor family. So
Mm,
poor families kids are little bit mature, you can say, in
mm.
comparison to the rich person, I would say. So they well understood my words, and again they couldn't do like that activities. So this way I manage.
Okay, okay. Yeah, actually, according to me, like while teaching into the student in front into the classroom, at that time, if you are attention in front of the student, they can listen you properly. Okay, if you are writing something on blackboard in beside the student, if they don't attention you. If they are doing something chit chat, okay, they are calling to other friends, and after written something on the blackboard, if you are presenting your like your face to in front of the student, after that if you are asking, I have already written the all those things you have you write or not, at that time they cannot write, they didn't write on the on those diary. So after that, how did you understand to them?
Actually, first of all, if I get this matter, so if any one of the students couldn't write what I said to them, so I brought them near to me and I beat them very slowly, not very strict. I become little bit strict. I beat, and I stick 2 stick, yeah, 3 stick on their hand. So all of the students become too much frightened. If I wouldn't write, so I would be also beaten by teachers. So all of them, take to each other diaries and just note down very quickly. So this way I manage.
Okay, few of student, if you are punishment to them, they didn't expect the punishment. Always they are courage for beaten. Okay, teacher will be beaten. After that they will be relax. So at that
Yeah.
moment, what to do? If they are not attending any homework, if they are not listen to you attend like carefully, what would you like to do for that student?
Yeah, first of all, I discussed with my senior. This child has such a behave, and after that, my senior, brought their parent and discussed the exact behavior of their kids with their parent. Okay, and they want in future if they say he couldn't, I mean, if he couldn't pass in their, I mean, class. So I am not taking any responsibility for it. So first of all, whenever your kids would be reach at your home, so ma'am, yeah, even sir, you must focus over your kids' education, and very carefully you have to focus them. So this way I do this because I couldn't be too much, strict for any children.
Yeah, we
Otherwise,
couldn't. Yeah, we couldn't beat two children very rarely. This is also very strict rule for student. We cannot beat in. And
yeah,
according to perspective way, like if some student is not ready to listen you, we have to guide to them in good way. Okay, now you are reading very well. Okay, you are a good student in our class. Okay, we have to feedback to them good way. After listening this type of thought, he start reading also. He start to return something also.
yeah. Most of the time, I do the same thing. I always convince student I admiring them, so they become so much happy. Oh my God, sir is admiring me. I'm really very good student in my class, so I should
Yeah.
follow sir instructions. I do often. Very,
Hmm.
very less. I stick them. Very less.
Okay. In your surrounding, in your school, how many teachers are speaking English?
No one except me.
Okay, that's great to know about you. You are one of the guys in your school. You are speaking English very fluently.
Thank you, ma'am. But I do not speak in English. Yeah, I do not speak in school. I
Okay.
often speak
As
all
you
over this application.
are, yeah, as you are. teacher. So what is opinion, like what is the difference between accuracy and fluency?
According to me, having accuracy that is mean you have good experience about this communication. You are well known about this language. That is
Mm-hmm.
called accuracy. You often talk into in a grammatically correct. That is called accuracy according to me. And fluency that is mean flawlessly you talk only. You do not focus about grammar or any kinds of rule and regulation. Are you following or not in order to speak with any people? So that is called fluency, I would say. Okay.
Mm. Which is very important for learning. Accuracy is important, yeah, fluency is important.
According to me, accuracy is much important more than fluency because
Yeah,
many of our experienced and much educated teacher will be always focusing over your communication pattern. How accuracy with are you talking with people?
mm,
Okay. How much accuracy in your conversation? And
mm,
there is the only way of making all these constructions, okay, into the right way along with grammar. And and that's the reason become you have the better I mean what I say written skill.
mm.
If you have good accuracy, so you can be good in written also.
Yeah, you are right, absolutely. Yeah, actually, I have already asked my question. So if you have any question, then you can also ask me.
Yes, yes, sure, ma'am. So, ma'am, I just want to know your goals, your target in your communication.
Yeah, my goals is I would like to first improve for my English first, and if I am getting little bit fluency, definitely my goals is I want to become a teacher because earlier I was teacher.
Okay. So you want to, I think, do you want to become teacher in private school again?
Yes, yes. Not only my native language, I will be joining an English medium school. That's why I'm here, and now I'm nourishing my English communication skill.
Okay, where every people would be speaking in English, right?
Hmm. Yes, yes. Everyone's have different goals. Different dreaming.
Mhm.
I like
Yes.
teacher job. I like teacher job, but teacher job is a very silent job. We can build our futures. Teacher is a person in this university. Is a good person in our life. Without teacher, we cannot succeed in our life. So if I am become a get teacher in private school, I will be make many student in my life. I can guide to him or her good way according to
Yeah,
my trust.
you're right. I'm also agreed for this, ma'am, because you have taken, responsibility of all the kids' life, future. You
Hmm.
would be the responsible for making their good life.
Yeah.
Right.
Hmm.
Providing the right suggestion, right guidance. Any students can be growth in life and achieve any success in life because of having the good guidance of our teacher.
Yeah, yeah, you are right. Yeah, being we are here, why? Because when we was childhood, we was also another teachers at that time. Teachers, and how we are listening to them at that time we was also neglect. But now I am recognized. So our childhood time, how I was doing a lot of mischievous. Now I'm recognized, and if I'm able to pay attention to the student, definitely I will be make my understand to them in easy way how they will be understand me.
Yeah, often we often get self inside of the kids. Whatever childhood activities they are doing in our class, we often get self there, right?
Hmm.
So
Actually,
we were also like that.
sometimes if you are teaching in the classroom, so sometimes student they don't listen, they don't ready to listen you at that moment. Actually, when I was teacher at that moment, I try to make understand her activities, what would you like to do right now. If you are doing something, so can you draw some things, can you can you ask me any questions. At that time I have to ask them first if they are not interested to read. At that moment, if he or she any doubt, after that they can share his problem. After that, I again start the lesson, that lesson.
Yeah, that's the right manner, according to me, ma'am. Becoming good teacher, it's a our responsibility to go in a right way.
Mm.
Okay.